Matt Weaver with the Sporting News. I like to think that, winning the All-Star race is kind of one of those career resume checklist moments. And I kind of go back to that Netflix show, I wasn't in your plans kind of thing. Now that you've knocked one of those big moments off, do you start to feel like in the last year or so people are starting to include you in the plan and that you're viewed in any way different as a top guy?
I do feel that way throughout the industry. Like all of my competitors, respect me, or at least I feel respected by them. The garage members, the mechanics, the crew chiefs. I do feel well respected throughout the industry. I'm not a flamboyant person, and so I'll probably never get the press that some of the bigger characters get. But that's not me. Like I'm a race car driver, and that's what I do. I drive race cars, and I'm here to win races, and that's it.
Going into next week, having won that race, the 600 last year. So in the last year, you won the 600. Have your ups and downs last season, and now you've won 3 races in this event. How have you grown, or how have you gotten better in the last year, and what are you doing now that what are you or your team able to do now, not able to quite finish last season, where you guys are getting these results when you even had good cars last year and just did?
Yeah, I think really the last I don't know, 12 months maybe. I have a hard time like seeing myself and like what my strengths are and weaknesses are, and like what I'm good or bad at. But in the last 12 months, I do feel like I've done a great job at maturing as a driver and finishing races off, where throughout the early part of my career, and really not even just NASCAR, like even going back to dirt track races, like my Achilles heel was I would beat myself at certain times. And really the last 12 months, Adam has been on me hard about just, making sure that I beat that tendency, and I don't think you'll ever completely beat it, but I have been able to, see myself mature in that stage of just taking what's coming to us and getting to the checkered flag. And that really shows, this last 2 months or so. Like we've been able to rattle off a couple top 5s, a couple top 10s, but the car performance has not been there, and we have not been a top 5 or top 10 car, and we're just, squeak out a good finish. So this weekend was a really good weekend for us to show up on the short track package and have a lot of pace and be able to run up front, contend for the win. And I think that we're lacking a little bit on the intermediate package. So hopefully we can continue to improve on that to where I can compete for the race, the stage wins, the race wins, leading laps, and we haven't been able to do that the last couple intermediates. So we need to keep making those strides in that intermediate package.
Did that maturing help tonight, or is that with the end of the race, or is that more as when you're talking about getting the top 5s, the top 10s from the cars?
Yeah, I mean, generally I've done well at closing out races whenever I'm the the successor or the aggressor. If I have pace in my car, I have done well at finishing races off. It's whenever I'm the one that's falling back, or I have the slower car, I would get myself in trouble. I would spin out. I would hit the wall. I would wreck trying to overextend myself whenever it wasn't my day. So I don't know that tonight was an example of that, but certainly the last couple at Texas and Kansas and Darlington, those races are the ones that come to my head.